contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the TIW Championship.
Want my opponent! I've waited for too long! You shut up! Mind your business! Paul, get out here! Give me my damn opponent now!
I have never seen High Voltage Omar so incensed. He should be. This is not fair. He wanted not fair. He claimed Paul Laporte was unfair. He tried to attack me last week. I have no sympathy for that man. I have a lot. However, Paul Laporte, I am happy to see.
You look stressed out. You look a little disheveled.
A lot of disheveled.
Give me my damn opponent now!
What would you have if I told you your opponent was me?
Oh, that would be fantastic.
I'm sure you would. Unfortunately, Omar, I am not your opponent. I am what you could call a distraction.
You better do your job. What are you talking about being a distraction?
What do you mean a distraction? Oh, look at that. Is that? That's Mr. Grimm. Well, that's not fair at all. Completely uncalled for. That's the hitman for hire.
Look forward, scheduled for one fall, and it's for the TIW Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 270 pounds, from parts unknown, he is the hitman for hire, Mr. Grimm! And his opponent, the champion, weighing in at 250 pounds, riding the high voltage Omar.
That's not even the kind of introduction the champion deserves. Wow, such disrespect from Paul. You know what? I have no qualms with anything Paul does. Omar assaulted him. He almost assaulted me. You wouldn't. You're a yes man. What do you mean I'm a yes man? You're a yes man. I was almost assaulted. When Paul says jump, you say how high and when can I come down? No shots. HBO attacked from behind by this thug. He's a hitman for hire. He's Mr. Grimm. And oh my gosh, his pedigree is insane. All up and down the East Coast, the entire country, honestly. This guy does one thing. Fights for whoever pays him enough to do it. How much did Paul take out of his pocket? Did he use his Kickstarter $18,000? I'm sure he didn't do that. I'm sure he wouldn't do that. It sounds like something Paul would do. Paul is of a much higher integrity, a much more upstanding individual than somebody who would do something like that. He hired a hitman. Yeah. How's that integrity? How's that integrity? How is High Voltage Omar delivering the shock drop to Paul and almost, oh my God. That was ridiculously loud. And almost delivering the shock drop to me. How is that any integrity? Paul messed with Omar for months. Months and months. This was just revenge for Omar. And you You were on that point, on that path. You were
On
out of
what
control.
path? I was on no path. I gave him what he wanted. He wanted a no DQ match against Tyler Vincent. I gave it to him.
And then you went ahead and you banned Tyler Vincent. You were drunk with power. I'm glad you're back.
Tyler
here.
Vincent assaulted referees.
Well, who hasn't assaulted a referee here?
Only 2 people have. The Wolf, CJ Scott, and Tyler Vincent. The Wolf would have been suspended, but Ryan Duke didn't want me to suspend him. Tyler Vincent, the fine would have been fine, but he didn't even pay the fine. Then he assaulted another ref. I would have dealt with it in the very similar way to Paul did. He fired the prospects as refs. Excellent decision. I would have done probably the same thing. At least suspended them until Paul came back to make a proper decision.
We have a match going on. We don't need to talk about Tyler Vincent. This is high voltage Omar time.
All right, so I've won that point. We'll move on to the match.
You haven't won anything.
Stop giving me gold diplomas.
Trying to help you buy better.
Omar using the shirt as a weapon and now throwing it over here. This is a side of Omar we haven't seen. This is a look for Omar we haven't seen, I don't think, ever.
Omar said things were going to change, and this is the start of it. This Hitman for Hire may have been great to ambush him, but look at him. The champion is showing exactly why he's the most dominant man in TIW history.
He is one of the most dominant men we've had here. I certainly expect him to get a lot of offense in this match. If you expect that anybody's just going to run over high voltage Omar, you're kind of insane. But don't sell short, the pedigree that Grimm brings to this match. He's been trading blows, a big knee. Omar gets him by the hair.
Big belly to back suplex.
Yep.
Omar begging Mr. Grimm to get up.
The main event of the evening. This is for the TIW Championship. High Voltage Omar again did not know who he was facing until he was attacked from behind by Mr. Grimm. Another suplex. Grimm landed right in the back of his head.
I hope Paul can get his money back. This Hitman for Hire doesn't look like he's worth it.
Match is very clearly still ongoing. And see, this is the stuff. This is the stuff that Omar blamed us for. He's in the middle of a match. He's got a very dangerous man down, and he's yelling at the crowd. He's pointing to the crowd. This is what cost him the match in the TIW Championship tournament from the get-go, before the first end of the road.
Why are you living in the past still? This is about the present. This is about today.
No, you think it was about the past. It was about all the stuff that Paul Laporte's done before High Voltage Omar.
This is a completely different High Voltage Omar.
Yeah, it's completely different High Voltage Omar.
He could take the time to taunt the fans, to let the fans know exactly what he thinks about it.
Well, every time in the past he's taken his eyes off the prize, he's gotten punished for it. No reason to expect it to change right now. Grimm breaks the hold, standing switch.
Big back elbow from Omar.
Fists. Omar's going to go up top. Beautiful arm drag takedown, the Lucha Libre style, and Omar right into a referee. Oh, the power on the double feet. Did not skip squat day. After that discus clothesline, he missed it. Oh,
beautiful German.
And another awkward landing for Mr. Grimm. The pinfall to retain for Omar. His foot's on the rope, though.
What a coward's way out.
Coward's way out. Omar did that. Omar lifted his foot right into the bottom rope. More unfortunate circumstance than anything, but you're as dominant of a champion as you claim Omar is. You got to watch out for that. He's got to have ring presence.
He has plenty of ring presence.
Look at there.
As we said, he's a reigning, undisputed TIW heavyweight champion of the world.
High on that leg drop. Genuinely impressive. Now choking. That's fair.
Like being attacked from behind was fair.
Omar, he's asked for this.
Tit for tat. Tit for tat, my friend.
He tried to attack me. I did nothing.
Oh, why is it always about you?
Because I almost got attacked.
Oh, this isn't about you.
I was almost assaulted.
Oh, you need to get over it.
I had to get the suit dry cleaned after they poured water over me. Like it was rolled through frickin' Fox Vineyards green mist.
Then you should take that out on Fox, not on the dick.
I wouldn't be on the ground if I wasn't running from a dignified trying to attack me.
You wouldn't be on the ground if you showed them more respect.
I showed them nothing but respect. I applauded their actions. I told them multiple times I was happy with the way they handled things. Beautiful tilt roll head scissors takedown.
That's a big man to have that kind of athletic ability.
Yeah, I mean, the story's true for both these guys. The Lucha Libre style we see a high voltage Omar employ for a man of his size is impressive. Oh! Standing bicycle kick. Again, that athleticism from Mr. Grimm. Went for a suplex of his own. Back elbow from Omar blocks, though. Oh. Go to the back. Oh! Up and over the top rope, dragging the neck of Omar out. He looks out of it. He's going to be out of it on his feet. A little suplex to Omar. A little dose of his own medicine there. And Grimm's getting into this match right now.
The crowd also getting behind Grimm, which shows how ignorant they are. I see you clapping for Grimm over there.
I was not clapping.
You were trying to get these fans to rally behind him. Such biased.
Yeah, because his fans are going to listen to me right now.
Such biased journalism.
He's marked his spot. Oh! Missed with the knee. Omar gets up. Whoa!
Did out spine buster.
Into the cover, too, and unable to retain on that. Wasn't able to get much on the cover. Literally just his hands on the chest, but
that was also a questionably slow count.
That was a perfectly fine count.
Omar back up to his feet.
The prospects are not repping anymore. Our counts are fine. Oh!
The back of the skull into the canvas.
I was going to pick him up. Instead, just rammed the back of his head like the side into the mat. And again, he has the man down. Get some offense in. That's the smart play. No, he's going to go up on the top rope and yell at the fans somewhere.
Omar's the champion. Are you going to tell Omar how to work in that ring?
I would advise him to always keep his eye on his opponent when that very mistake has cost him in the past.
No, he's the TIW champion. Your advice is the last advice he needs.
Oh, he's setting him up for the shock drop. This could be it if he connects. Grimm.
He's just holding out as the Cobra clutch. He's got to put the big man to sleep.
High voltage Omar. His offense is so versatile.
Just wrenching it in tighter. He can hit the shock drop anytime he wants, but he can put the big man to sleep.
The big man looking close out on his feet. He doesn't. He's killing the arm right now. Could be over. Oh, no. The hand falls a third time. That would have been match over. Oh, he thought he went for the shock drop, but instead it was kind of a stunner to get out of it by Mr. Grimm.
Both men down. Grimm looks to be the first to his feet. Omar not far behind.
Literal, almost same time. Showing the wear and tear of this match. Oh! Took all of his strength to deliver that.
Sidewalk slam.
Again, both men down. Grimm gets the cover, though.
Kicks out at one.
Wow.
That's the heart of Omar.
That's impressive. See, that's the stuff I'm impressed with when I see Omar wrestle.
You should be impressed by everything.
Impressed with the majority of it. It's the antics, the shenanigans, the nonsense with the dignified. Taking his eyes off the match. That's the only stuff I have to complain about.
He's got him up in the fireman's carry.
In stereo for you at home. Rolling death belly driver. Off the ropes. Oh, he connects with the knee that time.
The shining wizard.
That could very well be it. Takes a little bit to get into the... He's not going for a cover, though. Makes sense.
That makes no sense at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm taking back one of your gold coins.
I don't have any in front of me.
Good, you don't deserve that. You should have went for the cover. That would have been the best and only opportunity.
I mean, I'll admit I'm surprised he didn't, but he's clearly got more offense lined up. You see his agility. The big man can, in fact, fly. What's he going to do from the top rope here? Oh, he went for
What a 450.
And Omar, by the slimmest of margins, gets out of the way.
You would have put him through the ring.
You're not joking. I wouldn't even guess a shooting star press, let alone a 450.
I wouldn't even guess a frog splash.
Like, it's the minimum. Let's count is at 5. Omar gets to his feet to break the count. Part of me is surprised Omar didn't just stay down and let the ref count it out. He retains the title that way. He wants to win it. Give him credit there. He's got him set up for the shock drop again, or maybe just the clutch. Up for the shock drop, and he connects.
That's it. Still TIW heavyweight champion.
Oh, see, now here you go. You just faulted Mr. Grimm, and maybe rightfully so for not going for the pinfall. Omar's doing the same.
But Omar's going to hit this frog splash. You know that. We've seen him do it 1,000 times.
Oh, and he does connect.
Just like I told you.
Oh, it took about as much out of him as it did Mr. Grimm.
You just roll over and get the cover. Still champion.
He's trying. Gets the arm across. 2.
That was a slow count again. I can't believe we took this. Can we get the prospects back out here?
That was a perfectly fine count.
We need the prospects back
Grimm
out
kicked
here.
out with a decent amount of time, actually. Omar was unable to get it. I mean, if Omar gets into a better cover, that could be it, but only able to drape the arm across. These two men have thrown absolutely everything they have at each other up to this point. Omar telling the fans to shut up.
And rightfully so. They should respect the champion's wishes.
The champion should earn their respect, and he clearly has not done that this time here.
If he hasn't earned yours or anyone else's respect, there's no helping anything.
His abilities have absolutely earned my respect 100 times over.
Even
His antics. This right now, again, he has Grimm down, and he's yelling at the fans. He's yelling at the 4th row.
He's catching his breath. Have you ever done a frog splash? That's taken so much energy out
You ever
of
catch your breath while you're yelling at somebody? Kind of counterproductive.
Yes, I do that with you at least once a month. Big right hand, and another.
Oh, man. The 3rd. Oh, Grimm with one of his own. Off the ropes went Omar.
Firing.
Yeah, momentum on his. And again, these two are absolutely throwing everything. Barely able to stand. Putting their full weight behind these blows. Bicycle kick. Oh, a clothesline.
What a lariat. The champion wisely rolling up.
I don't know if it was instinct or...
That was definitely instinct. That ring awareness we talked about earlier.
Now that was good, yeah. If that was planned by Omar, which it very well could have been, that was an excellent job. That's the type of stuff I'd like to see from Omar. Trying to get the fans behind him.
This has been an amazing hurricane contest.
What's Grimm lining up for here? He's not going to go through the ropes, is he?
Nope, he's
Oh,
going to go over
him. Oh my gosh! Absolutely took out Omar. That's a 270-pound man flying like Elite Terrell did last match.
He landed on the cement and stood up like it was nothing.
That was legitimately insane.
He is not human.
That was insane. That's why he is the hitman for hire.
I think Paul got his money's worth. He's not taking the title off Omar, but he definitely got his money's worth tonight.
I don't know he's not taking it. Omar's out of it. He took as much of that landing as Grimm did. He took it all the way to the head. Now what's this? Jamar Justice is out here? There's a match going on.
Jamar hasn't done anything. He's coming out here to support his fellow dignified brother.
Grimm breaks the count and his support. Yeah, he has no part out here. He has no purpose in this match.
He hasn't done anything.
He's distracted him. Grimm should be in the match. Hasn't done anything?
You should have heard what Grimm was saying about his mother. It was completely uncalled for.
He said nothing. Literally said nothing. Bicycle kick takes out Justice. And now Strange comes running in. Watch out, throws him aside. Oh, the distraction, he couldn't beat the count in time. Omar wins via count out.
Beautiful. Still champion, like I said.
The winner of the match, and still TIW champion, Voltage Omar.
Why are you applauding that? He only won because the dignified came out to help. Why are you applauding?
Don't make excuses.
It's very clear.
If Mr. Grimm had kept his eye on the prize, he could be champion now. Probably not.
He had
But he
Jamar
got-
Justice literally staring him straight in the eyes.
So
literally
what?
impossible to focus on the match, but there's other men who had no business being out here interfering in the match.
Jamar was his opponent. Kelvin Strange was his opponent.
They were
Omar
not
was.
his opponent.
He should have paid attention to High Voltage Omar.
Yeah, they
and
were his opponents. Why are they out here?
They were showing support for their fellow dignified brethren.
Yeah, by swinging, by attacking Mr. Grimm. Okay.
Mr. Grimm antagonized him. He instigated it. I hope Paul gets a refund for this.
Glad you guys are proud of yourselves. That was an excellent match up until you guys came out.
Look at Omar leaving through the crowd. He's a man of the people.
Yeah. A man of the people because he needs people to help him win matches, apparently. I was so impressed when I saw him beating Tyler Vincent with nobody else out here. That's done, and he's back to his old ways.